Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wine and Wellness Wednesday. I'm Lindsay Brantley, the founder of Camellia Alise and the Camellia Alise Academy. All right, y'all, it's time to level up. So, the end of the year is almost here, and at this point, I hope that each and every one of you guys have started to step your game up. Little by little, every day, we should be working towards the success of our business. But for those of you guys who have not yet taken a class or still trying to figure out, you got like one toe in the industry, trying to figure out what you want to do, I wanted to come talk to you guys about some of the essential things that you need to launch your body sculpting business. If you have not already gotten into the game yet, this is for you. You cannot start your business without some of these essentials. And let me first start off by saying that many of the things that we're going to go over today are things that you can buy from our website, and then some things are just simple things that you can get from Amazon, but they're super important to have. So I'm in one of our training rooms upstairs, and I'm going to go through some of the most important things that you guys need to get started with, and feel free to ask me questions as I kind of go through everything, okay? So I'm specifically right now, I'm going to talk about cavitation and wood therapy services to start, and then everything else, we'll expand later on. But most of my clients, most of our students, our clients are requesting cavitation and laser lipo services over anything else. Wood therapy is something that our students request, or it's very popular right now. So those are the two that I'm going to kind of start off with, okay? So you cannot start a cavitation business or wood therapy business without a cavitation machine or wood therapy tools. So I've actually got two of the three machines that we sell here. So the first one is our basic model. That's our regular 5-in-1 cavitation machine. The second one is our Pro machine. And then we do offer a third one, which is a 30K mini S-shaped machine as well. Now let me just tell you this. Two things I'm going to tell you about cavitation machines when you're buying them. The first one is, in case y'all do not know, stay the hell away from Gizmo Supply, y'all. I have had so many students come to me and say, I bought a machine from Gizmo, I should have bought it from you. Something happened, their customer service sucks. It is no secret, if y'all are anywhere on any Facebook groups, you know that Gizmo is not where you want to buy machines from. So we do offer machines. If you don't get them from us, there's a lot of other reputable companies you can get them from, but just don't get them from Gizmo. So I'm going to start there. Second thing, when you're buying a cavitation machine, you do not need a machine with a million different pieces to it, because none of those pieces help with body sculpting. For instance, there's like a 9-in-1, a 10, a 13-in-1, and they may have this cold hammer. How does the cold hammer help your clients lose inches? It doesn't. So you don't need it. Laser lipo pads, I talk about those in class. I don't sell machines with them. I don't use them. You want to learn exactly why and the science behind, that is something that I go over in class, but I will tell you, to start a body sculpting business, a 5-in-1 cavitation machine will work just fine for you, and you want it to be between 30 to 50 range is going to be best. So if you have a 28K, 30K, 40K machine, you should get good results if you know how to properly use it. All right, so that's first. Now, along with the cavitation machine, you're going to need two things to operate it. You're going to need ultrasound gel, and you're going to need oil. Okay, it's not because, oh, this feels better than this and this helps the tool glide better. No. If you're doing a cavitation treatment, you need conductive gel to conduct the energy. Conductive gel to conduct the energy. A lot of y'all ask me this all the time. You need oil for your vacuum. If you're using gel on your vacuum, you're eventually going to clog your vacuum hose and invalidate your warranty and ruin your machine. You need to have both. You cannot operate without both. And like I said, when it comes to which one to use for cavitation, radio frequency, vacuum, I break all that down in class. But know that in order to do a cavitation service with these handles for this machine, you will need ultrasound gel and you will need oil. Now, something else that many of you guys don't realize or don't think about is you actually need to get a oil and gel warmer, y'all. So this is an ultrasound gel and oil warmer. Once again, it's got oil in one side I've got heated up and ultrasound gel in the other. So this is something that we sell, and I do recommend that you get a dual warmer so that you can warm up your gel and your oil. There are specific reasons, especially for wood therapy, that we use warm oil. But first of all, for the comfort of your client, they're not going to like cold gel. If any of you guys have had children and had cold gel on you when you were getting an ultrasound, you know that it's not comfortable. So most people do not like cold gel, but also the oil functions better when it's warm, and also the ultrasound gel, when it's warmed with certain essential oils and different things, it actually produces better results. So you're going to need a gel and oil warmer. Do not get a baby bottle warmer, guys. Those are not the same. Those are made to boil. Think about it. Baby bottle warmer is made to boil so that it heats up a baby's formula. Well, it can very easily melt the plastic on your bottles, okay? So do not get a baby bottle warmer. It's going to overheat and cook the plastic, okay? So don't get one of those. In addition to that, you are going to need a slimming gel or slimming cream. So Camellia Alise does produce our own oil and cellulite cream, but this is going to help your clients after they've done the cavitation treatment to continue to tighten their skin and to help your clients to continue to perspire. And then if you are doing a sauna bed treatment or you're doing a body wrap, it actually helps the clients to increase their inch loss as well. So you definitely want to have a cellulite cream, and you don't just want to use the cellulite cream on the client at the time that they're getting the service. That's a retail opportunity for you. You should be selling cellulite creams to your clients so that when they are at home and they're wearing their waist trainer, they're wearing it with the cream and they're increasing their results in between their sessions. It shouldn't just be, oh, let me do a treatment right now. No, you want to help your clients set them up for success. They should be doing things at home to increase their results, okay? So, in addition to that, gloves. You should not be doing treatments on clients without gloves. Let me just tell y'all a really, really quick story. We had one of our students come in and tell us about a client she had. This was not a client I had, thank God. But we had a client, she had a client that was a little bit larger, and she actually had a roll here on her stomach, and the client like lifted up, so she was about to do a cavitation treatment. She lifted the roll. The client had a weird sore in between her folds, and she asked the client like, okay, well, what is this? And the client was like, I don't know. And she's like, well, I can't do a treatment there. It looks like that might be an infection or a sore. The client went to the doctor. Guys, it was a staph infection, okay? So just imagine if she had done a treatment on this lady and rubbed her tools all over this area where she had a staph infection, and if she had not had gloves on, she would have been exposing her hands to someone else's staph infection, okay? You need to wear gloves to protect yourself. You do not know what could be on the surface of your client's skin. No matter how good they clean it, you need to make sure that you have gloves and protect yourself and protect all of your clients, okay? Which also brings me to the next point. You definitely want to make sure that you have a really good cleanser for your machines, but not bleach or cavi wipes. You do not want to use very, very harsh disinfectant products on your clients to the point that all of those chemicals are then absorbed directly into your client's skin later when you do an ultrasonic treatment. We use a plant-based multi-surface cleanser to clean our machines. Now, of course, you can use Lysol and doorknobs and things like that, but when it comes to everyday cleaning of your machines, you do not want to use cavi wipes, strong disinfectants, Lysol, things like that. You do not want to use. You want to use a more natural cleanser to clean the surface of your machines, okay? In addition to that, you're going to need towels, okay? So you're going to be going gel, oil, gel, like you're going to be going back and forth with gels and oils. So you want to make sure that you have towels there to clean your client's skin, but also you should be putting towels in areas where you, let's say like under the bra and right at the pants line, so that you're protecting your client's clothing from gel. They don't want gel all over their clothes. They might be going somewhere right after. So you want to make sure that you use your towels to clean the client, to protect their clothes. There's a lot of different reasons that you're going to use the towels. So make sure that you have towels. I typically use two to three towels per client. I'll try to use 1 and 2 to protect their clothing, and then the third one might be for cleaning, or the third one might be for my hands or whatever. So typically 2 to 3 per client, okay? Now, if you're only doing one body part with a client, you don't need this extra thing. But if you're doing more than one body part, let's say you're doing a sauna session and cavitation, or maybe you're doing wood therapy on the thighs and the stomach, you are going to need to have a robe, guys. Your clients are going to have to strip down. So you don't want to just be like, oh, take off all your clothes and get on my table. Give them a robe. Half of what they're paying for is not necessarily the treatment, but the experience. Get some robes. They don't have to be very expensive, but you definitely want to have a robe so that as your client is going from your bathroom or whatever, they can be draped, not just walking around in their underwear and bra, okay? So towels and robes for sure, okay? In addition to that, guys, I would say an adjustable massage table is a must. So really quickly, I'm going to swing both of these over. I'm in the training room, so you guys will see I have multiple beds in here. I'm going to swing this over a little bit so that you guys can see the table. But we have adjustable tables in every room because, hold on, let me show you guys this really quickly. Do you see that? Adjustable tables, okay? I have multiple tables in this room right now. But you want to have adjustable tables in the room simply because, you know, you might be one height, another staff member might be another. You might have a client who is larger and it's harder. Hold on. We just lost a live feed on one. Hold on. Okay. So you may have a client who is a little bit larger and it's harder to reach across them. So you need to have your table to where you can bring the table up or down depending on the client. And also for your comfort, there are going to be certain times when you may, actually be sitting to do cavitation. You need to stand for a vacuum. There's just all different kinds of reasons, but you want to make sure that your bed is adjustable so that you can go up or down as needed, okay? So definitely get an adjustable table, and it doesn't have to be the hydraulic table. Those are extremely expensive. So it doesn't have to be a hydraulic table that you are, electronically moving up or down. These are manual tables, so we set them by using the little dots. But you definitely want to make sure that you have a table that can adjust up and down. You also want to make sure that you have a laundry basket and a trash can in the room because, first of all, clients are going to be changing clothes, they're going to have trash, whatever. You want to make sure that they can dispose of their trash in the room. And also, as you're using towels, you don't want them just thrown on the floor. Like when we do classes, it's one thing, right? Because you're just teaching. But when a client is coming in to get a service with you, you want to make sure that there's somewhere for them to put their, dirty towels. Like I said, a client is not just paying for a service with you. They're paying for an experience, okay? So you want to make sure that they feel like they're getting the quality experience that they're paying for. If you're charging someone $200 or $300 a session, they need to feel like they got a $200 or $300 experience, not a $25 back alley experience, okay? Now, if you're going to be doing wood therapy, you're also going to need wood tools. I have the tools down here, and I'll kind of move this down so you can see them a little bit. They're down at the bottom of the table, but you don't need 50 different tools, okay? You don't need 50 different tools. We teach on 5 different wood tools. You don't need one tool. Let me say that. I've had some people that were like, oh, well, I went to this training and she only taught me how to use one tool. That's not true. There are 5 basic tools that you want to use for different reasons. One's for lymphatic, one's for attacking the fat, one's for cellulite, one's for smoothing and settling. Like, they're different tools for different reasons. So you're not just going to use one tool in the course of wood therapy. You want to use around 5, okay? Now, so you don't need to buy like a 20-piece set, but you do need to have those 5 essential tools in order to properly do the treatments, okay? The last thing that I want to go over with you guys, and the most important thing that you're gonna need if you're doing a cavitation or wood therapy treatment, your consent form, guys. Consent forms. You have got to have consent forms. If you do not have your client signing some kind of liability form, you are leaving yourself open to any kind of lawsuit. Like, a lot of things can happen. Let me just say that. You need to make sure that you have a consent form where you thoroughly go over that person's medical history so you know and understand what kind of medications they're taking. Are they even eligible for a treatment? I had to comment today, clients should not be receiving treatments if they have metal in that area. There's no way you should be doing a treatment there. But sometimes people don't know that, right? If you're not properly trained, you're not in you haven't done a certification program, then you don't know what all the contraindications are. But you at least need to know what kind of medical conditions your client has, and they need to sign off on the fact that, hey, if something goes wrong, you're only liable for the cost up to the amount I paid, not $1 million. Because something went wrong, so you have to limit your liability with consent forms. So make sure that you know their medical history, and make sure that you take time to, protect yourself and your business by having them sign that liability waiver, okay? So those are going to be the absolute most important essentials that you will need. And I will tell you that most of our students, when they come into class, they know, hey, I can get all of this stuff as part of the class, or I can buy pieces as I need. But either way, you can't start your business without some of these basic essentials. So I'm going to run through them one more time. And then, like I said, most of these things are things that we sell. I think the only things that we don't sell that you would get from Amazon would be the things like the gloves, the towels, and the cleaning solution. Everything else is something you could get on the Camellia Alise website, okay? But you need a really good machine. But like I said, a 5-in-1 machine will do. You don't need a whole bunch of extra handles on it. But you need your machines. You need your ultrasound gel and oil, not and or. You need gel and oil to do the treatments. You're going to need a good cleaning solution. You're going to need your cellulite cream, gloves, your massage table. You're going to need towels. You're going to need a robe. Okay, you're going to need wood tools if you're doing wood therapy. And then something that is often unthought of is that you're going to need that warmer. You're going to need a gel and oil warmer. Okay, any questions? Really quickly, I'll take a couple of questions if anybody comments. If not, I will go ahead and end today's live. But I really hope that this kind of answered a couple of questions for you guys. Like I said, I know that many of you are like, hey, I'm about to get started. I haven't got started yet. Don't exactly know what I need. And so I just kind of wanted to go over some of the basics. One of you guys' questions. I hope that I was able to kind of go through everything that you need. And like I said, as far as the cart, pick one based on your needs. If you're mobile, get a foldable one. If you are, like I said, if you're stationary, you can get something that's a little bit nicer that you know that you're not going to move around a lot. If you are mobile, let me also just say this one thing. If you are mobile and you know that you're not going to have your own space initially, please make sure that you get a very, very good case to transport your tools in. What we're finding is that some clients, they get a large suitcase and they don't protect their machines, and then they're moving them back and forth, and then all of a sudden your tools start to fall apart. Well, that's because you're moving everything up and down and moving it about quite a bit, okay? So just be mindful of what your business is going to entail, and then protect your machinery based on how often you're going to be moving things around. The same as how you set it up. If I'm not going to be moving it a lot, then yes, I can have a nice table that's on wheels, but it's glass. But if I'm moving all the time, then yeah, I'm going to need a foldable table. So think about some of those things. I hope that helped you guys out a little bit. Thank you so much for joining me this week. As you do every week, I'm excited to talk to you guys about some more business-related topics next week before Thanksgiving. So talk to you guys soon. Like I was saying before, thank you for joining us and made it through Hump Day. I hope y'all have your glass of wine. I got my coffee because I got a long night ahead. So I will be talking to you guys soon. Thanks, and see you guys next week. Bye.